I want to give a special shout out to a 9-year-old kid by the name of Ashton. He has a YouTube channel and he sent me this hat. He said that Mr. Beast is his favorite white YouTuber and I am his favorite black YouTuber. And he sent me this hat. It was a dope hat, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle hat, right? So he sent me this hat and he said that, could you please wear my hat for me? Well, Ashton, whoever you are out there, Dante is wearing your hat. So shout out to you, Ashton. What's up, Be Humble? So here's the thing. I realized that I gotta watch what I say because I thought that my audience was just adults. I thought that, maybe um my audience is maybe sometimes teenagers. I really started doing these videos to save the youth because when I was in Columbus, Ohio, um, I used to work with juveniles, and working with them juveniles, it put wear and tear on me. It put wear and tear on me. Thank you, Don Diego. What's up, Louise Atkins? What's up, R. Allen? It put a lot of wear and tear on me, and I had to step back because it took so much out of me. Today's story, before we get into this story, I want to again give a special shout out to a kid by the name of Ashton. He's 9 or 10 years old. I forgot exactly what his age, but he's 9 or 10 years old. And he sent me this hat. He said, Mr. Beast is his favorite white YouTuber, and I'm his favorite black YouTuber. And he said, could you please wear my hat in your next show? And so I'm wearing this hat. So shout out to Ashton. From here on out, I'm gonna watch what I say because you never know who's watching. You never know who is listening. And I don't ever want people to ever think that I'm glorifying jail or prison. Okay? I'm gonna say that again. I don't want nobody to ever think that I'm glorifying jail or prison because the reality is when I was there in Columbus, Ohio, and I was in the workhouse. And for the people in Columbus, y'all know what I'm talking about. The workhouse, Jackson Pike. That's the Terror Dome. That is the Terror Dome. That is where a lot of these stories that I tell y'all have came from. The Terror Dome, Jackson Pike, the felony tanks. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Whoever that's from Columbus, Ohio, Franklin County, y'all know what I'm talking about. Um, After I did my time, I was fortunately, to be able to work with juveniles. They figured, why should we have, fresh people straight out of college teaching the youth what to do and what not to do in these group homes? When they say, hey, let's just get rehabilitated felons and criminals that been in the streets to talk to these juveniles, to let them know what is ahead of them. And I was fortunately one of these people that got accepted into that program to work for the federal government, to work with juveniles, to work with kids that's going down the total wrong path. Growing up in Flint, Michigan, in them projects in Atlanta, I done seen some things. I've been involved in some things. I never killed nobody that I know of. I never I never did a lot of things that, well, I have done some bad things. I have, because one thing that I do take accountability of what I did, of what I do, right? I don't make excuses. You know, a lot of people say, "Oh, Dante, you a good man, you a good guy." I tell them, I'm not good. I'm not a good man. I'm not a good guy. I'm just a work in progress. Why? Because yeah, I might don't rob no more. Yeah, I might don't steal no more. But what about the people that I did rob back in the day? What about the people that I done stuck up? I done took a lot of people peace of mind. I know there's one thing I know. There's one thing that I know about is trauma. There's one thing that I do know about is extreme poverty. You got people out here that it's just in them, right? It's just in them to when you a little kid and there's no food in a refrigerator, so you go to the corner store and you go steal because you hungry and you want to feed your siblings and your parents not there. So it was just in me to go to the grocery store and steal. It was just in me to look at somebody work schedule and wait till they go to work and hop through a window. And it wasn't that I was stealing TVs. I wasn't stealing video games. I was in there stealing food out of a freezer, stealing hamburger meat, chicken, just to come back to feed my family. That's why I said that y'all don't understand what extreme poverty is. As a what 7, 8 year old, I don't supposed to be breaking into houses, stealing food to feed my siblings. That ain't what 7 and 8 year olds supposed to be doing. Me 8, 9 years old, going to school, elementary, can't wait for breakfast time because I didn't eat the prior night. Nah, that ain't what no 8, 9 year old supposed to be doing. An 8, 9 year old shouldn't be stuffing their pockets with mayonnaise packages and ketchup packages and mustard packages. That's to bring back to the house to put on the bread, on them thick pieces of bread. Y'all remember back in the day, the commodities? What's up, my boy? We got Flint in the building. Hey, King, let me ask you a question. Do you remember back in the day, they might even still have it. They got the commodities where they give you that the government block cheese, and they give you the King vitamin cereal. They give you the beef stew. They give you the powdered eggs. You remember that? Y'all remember that? I think they called it the commodities. And I ain't gonna front. I wish I did have some more of that government cheese because that government block cheese. Oh yeah, that got me through a lot of days. But as a teenager, I didn't know about that about constipation either, eating that all that goddamn cheese. But the problem, but here's the thing though. Oh yeah, and let me reminisce a little bit more. And then they give you the apple juice or the orange juice in the tin can that you got to punch. You take the knife and you knife the top and you drink it. The can about this big. Yeah, the good old days, right? But I'm saying all that to say this. For here on out, I'm gonna be real conscious of what comes out of my mouth because I had no idea that there's 9 year olds and 10 year olds, right, that watches my show. I had no idea that 9 year olds and 10 year olds watches my videos. I thought I thought that only adults watches my videos, and they don't. Dale Terry, I was just about to send you a confirmation. I mean, to let you know that I'm going live. My fault. Um, hold on, y'all. Before we even go further, so I'm gonna put my number up. I'm finna post my number. Please, no trolls, no trolls. Don't take this number down, trolls. This is for the people that want to get in contact with me. This is for the people that want to do some business with me. This is for the people that, that probably want to say, yo, Dante, I need to speak to you privately. No, this is for the people that want to do promotions with me or do some type of business. So I'm going to post my business number up right here. Don't call this number past 10 o'clock. I'm telling you right now. Do not call this number past 10 o'clock. If you want to get in contact with me, that's the number right there. All right. Also, that number right there that y'all see on the screen, text me so I can put everybody in a group chat. So when I'm about to go live, everybody will have this number, and I'm just gonna push it out. I'm gonna push out the time that I'm about to go live so everybody can get the notification, because obviously YouTube is playing military mind games as usual. How the heck we got over 100,000 subscribers and we can't even get 50 people in the building? But I know about the game just being played behind closed doors, but it is what it is. But y'all make sure y'all take that number down and just shoot me a text. I'm gonna put everybody in the group text. I'm gonna let y'all know when I'm going live or when I drop a video, because this is getting ridiculous. So y'all make sure y'all take that number down right there. So, and like I said, that number is only for people that want to reach out to me. No trolling. You want to do some business, some skits, some promotions, or just text the number if you just want to get my notifications directly from me. I went out yesterday and got this iPhone 12 just for y'all. I went out yesterday and got this right here for y'all. This is y'all phone right here. Don't call it past 10 o'clock. But that's it right there. They do this. Oh, yeah, they do. And thank you for that, Don Diego. I'm going to put the number up again for y'all to, put that in there. But, oh, and please don't nobody call in right now. Matter of fact, I'm going to cut the phone off right now. I'm just going to put it on, vibrate. Hold on. Please don't nobody call in and all that, because that's going to disrupt the live. Yep, I got you. I got you. Everybody's coming in. Okay. So let me tell y'all something about prison, right? Prison is such an ugly, evil place. And I'm going to tell y'all why. But before I tell y'all again, I want to give a special shout out to Ashton. He got a YouTube channel. He's about 9 or 10 years old. And this is the hat that he sent me. And he told me again that his favorite white YouTuber is Mr. Beast, and his favorite black YouTuber is me. And I say that to say this. I did not know that I got little kids that actually watch me, that look up to me. So from here on out, I got to carry myself in a certain manner. And it's certain things that I'm not going to say in public no more, because, the children are our future, and we have to lead the children the right way. So I'm not going to be doing no more foolishness, and I'm not going to be doing no more trolling and whatever the case is. From here on out, I'm gonna still give y'all these prison stories, and I'm gonna still give y'all the skits and stuff, but it's just some stuff that I'm not going to talk about anymore, right? But let's get into this prison predator thing right here. Now, I don't think people understand the level and the complexity of these prison predators. Everybody usually got like this perception that if you getting extorted in prison, it looks like a guy just walk up to you and tell you, "Yo, give me all your stuff. Give me everything that you got." Right? Don't work that way. Sometimes it's like that, but most of the time we living in a different time in a different age. Now I'm gonna tell y'all what I used to do, because one thing for sure is this. And all my prison guys out there, and I'm not glorifying prison at all. I'm just telling you what you was doing out there in the streets really follows you in prison, right? Now, like I said, I was a B&E artist, breaking and entering office. Um, I was a robber. I was a thief. I was breaking into people's houses, running up on people with the sword of justice and demanding money and jewelry. That's what I used to do back in the day. So naturally, when I got to lock up, naturally I fell back into that program, right? And what I used to do from the get go is it's a dog eat dog world. Am I proud of it? No, I'm not. But I just got to let people know what you got to look forward to if you go to prison. And if you've never been to prison, to be on the lookout for these things that I'm about to tell you. Now, what me and my crew used to do, and notice I said my crew. What me and my crew used to do is, let's say, if, and I'm giving y'all, I have to give y'all the whole scope of this so y'all will understand the mentality and the thought process of this. Now, prison is full of wolves, right? And sheeps, well, or predators and prey. Either you're going to be a predator, or you're going to be a prey, and there's no in between. Okay, it's either going to be one or the other. But where I was at, it was nothing but wolves. So what happens when you get a bunch of wolves together? Somebody got to be the prey. Somebody have to be the prey. But we're going to discuss that later on in this video. But let's get to one of the things how me and my crew used to do it. So we okay. So one of my homeboys worked in reception, and what the reception was, they was the ones that give you your socks. They basically did the inventory. There was an inventory in reception. So they'll peep somebody out and look like, okay, they look like they got money, but let do a little bit more research on that person and see, do they got, is they a part of a gang? Is they a part of an organization? Is they just out here on their own? Whatever the case is, and there, if they see somebody that look like they got money and they not affiliated with nobody, then it'll get kicked up to administration, where another one of my homeboys would, ask the reception people like, yo, can you put him in this dormitory, or put that person here, put that person there? That's my family, that's my folks, or whatever. And the people in administration didn't care at all. So they 9 times out of 10 put that person that one of my homeboys directed them to in the dorm that we was in. So the word would just go back and forth. So if a person that fit that whole criteria, now it's me and maybe 2 or 3 guys that's in that pod or that dormitory, right? We waiting on this guy to come. So what happens is we let people know off the top, like, yo, this is our guy. Don't say nothing to him. Don't this is our guy. We calling this right here, right? So usually it'll never be an issue. So what would happen is, let's say this guy would come in, and either I will go like immediately to him when he come in with his bed and his commissary and stuff and his bags. I would shoot straight to the door. Al would shoot straight to the door. Homicide, if homicide, he was just with the get down, but or Tall T. One of us would go shoot to the door and immediately greet the guy. And like, oh, what's up, my guy? I know, then I know you, ain't you from blah 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 blah. Yeah. So what had happened is we had that information. Let's say he from um the east side of Atlanta, right? one, let's say it was me that would run up on him at the door. I'm like, oh, that's my, and remember, I already know all this information because from the administration ward, right? So I'm like, oh, let's say Don Diego, right? Let's say Don coming through, and I see him, and I shoot straight up to Don, I'm like, hey, what's up, man? Ain't you from the east side of Atlanta, man? He like, yeah, man. I'm like, man, this Dante, man, this me, and he don't know nobody in this prison. So he like, okay, well, I don't really remember this dude, but I mean, at least I got a friend up here. This dude, I'm like, yeah, hey, man, listen, man, you and me, man. This the Atlanta crew, man. So I got your back, man. Come on, what's there you got to go to? He not knowing that this is all a part of the game. I already know what side of town he from, what's his name, what if it's next to kid, like his mama, his daddy, his sister, whatever. I know all this information already. So I'm building that bond and trust him. So I take him. So we go to his cell. I'm like, yeah, man. Us Atlanta dudes got to stick together, man, and this and that. So all along, I'm building trust with him. So now, as I'm talking to him, I would have either Al or Torti or Homicide and Al actually run in the cell as I'm talking to this guy, and they'll probably have a knife on them. Well, not a real knife, but a shank. So they'll run in the cell with a shank with their shanks out, right? And they like, yeah, what's up, man? Hey, give it up. Give up that money, give up that commissary. Basically trying to scare him, trying to rob him. So what I would do is like tell the dude, like, yo, back up into the corner, and I basically put myself between him and Al and Tortilla, whoever, and basically back them down. You know what I'm saying? Either I would have me a shank, either I pull out a shank too, and I'll be like, what's up, y'all? Y'all ain't gonna touch him. He with me, or whatever, right? Putting on a whole show, right? A Hollywood show. And listen, I'm telling you, that's how my get down was. So basically, I will bag them out of the cell, right? Or chase them out the cell. Now I'm looking like a whole superhero, right? I'm looking, I'm looking. Basically, I just saved this dude's life, so he indebted to me. So I'll just chase them down, be hollering at them, blah blah blah. And listen, we had this all perfectly timed. There's no guard in the walking around. They done did they round. Trust me, it's all playing to the T, right? So I'll come back in the cell and he'll be like, yo, thank you, man. Thank you, man. And I'm like, listen, check this out. I got you. Like I said, we are from Atlanta, man, and we gotta look out for each other. And right there, boom. Now I got him. So he'll feel like, well, this guy got he had my back, and I'm indebted to him. So that's another way that people, and this is, when people say, when I say military mind games, I'm not saying that to say the military, like the U.S. military, play mind games. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that the mind games back in, what was it? I could be wrong. Do not quote me. But the government gave men LSD, a drug that was secretly drugging the people, doing psyop operations back like in the 60s and the 70s on black people. So this is why I call it military mind games. It's what you think you see, you don't see. There's always something going on in the background. Just like in the background in my background. I know a couple of y'all looking at my background. I'm gonna tell y'all something about me. Real Kids TV said one thing that was super true about me, that I'm very calculated. Everything that you see in this background is placed there for a reason. Just like we hit 100,000 subscribers, y'all. Y'all see the plaque right there. I said we hit 100,000 subscribers, right? Because I am Dante, and y'all are the network. So we hit 100,000. But then I don't know if y'all noticed that back there. What do y'all see back there? What is that? Let me know in the comment section what's that in the background. But it's all going to lead into something. But anyway, so that's one way to play these military mind games. And then as time will go on, as the days will go on, the guy would, be just all basically by me. I tell them like, yo, this would you gotta come, you gotta walk with me, because we had this charade going on for like a week or two until he catch on. Like, hold on, these dudes is homeboys. But at that time, it's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Because you still outnumbered. Is I mean, just off of just me, Al, Tarty, Homicide, Westside, six. It's six of us total. It's six of us total. But then we, Tarty and Crip, he got his Crip guys. Homicide is a blood. He got his blood guys. I still got my Flint guys. So it's like, what are you going to do? So it's you just got to take that L, and that's what it is until we find somebody else. But that's another form of extortion. Another form of extortion is where I call it extortion with a smile, right? Extortion with a smile. So there was this guy by the name of Homicide that I told y'all, my homeboy from Atlanta, right? And Homicide was a blood. But outside of Homicide being like the king of the bloods at this time, because he had a lot of guys up under him. I don't really know too much about gang politics, but I know he was what you would call a shot caller. He had like 20 dudes up under him that would do anything that he told them to do, right? So one thing that Homicide used to do, and outside of the dudes that was under his command, Homicide was a big imposing dude also. Homicide was like 6'1" and maybe 240, but built. I'm talking about muscles on muscles. He literally could have been a wrestler, like in the WWF. Homicide actually, I don't know if this is true. I don't know if this is true or not, y'all. But he have told me when we was out in the streets that he had scholarships to go wrestle or whatever. And this was back when it was WWF. That WWF gave him a contract, but he was too street and too hood, and he just didn't. You know what I'm saying? So he was a big dude, and he was really violent, but he was cool. But he was physically imposing also. So one thing that Homicide used to do without using his gang tactics, what he would do, he'd find somebody that he know that he can run over, and if they get money, a commissary. So just like say if somebody went to the store, right, and they bought back maybe 10 soups, um 10 honey buns, 10 Doritos, or whatever. He'll roll up in the cell. Like, walk. First of all, you're never supposed to walk in nobody's cell at all. You're supposed to announce yourself and ask, can you come in? What Homicide would do, he'd just step in the cell with you. If he knew that he can do it, he gonna do it. If you get Homicide just an inch, I'm telling you, he gonna take 10 miles on you. So always remember, in prison, never hold it in. Always address problems immediately, okay? Never lay on it. Never sleep on it. Dudes be in there just plotting, plotting and plotting and plotting. And one thing the cats do is they don't let up at all. And once you show a little bit of blood, the shark is coming. So what Homicide to do, he'd just walk up in the cell. And if you don't check him right then and there, he already know he got you. Because the first thing you got to do is say, hey, could you step out the cell? But he'd come in there like, hey, what's up, bro? Hey, I'm kind of hungry. I done seen him do this. He'd walk in there and be like, yo, I'm kind of hungry, bro. I'm kind of hungry. You think you can hold me down with a couple soups? And the dude will be like, but as he said, Homicide is actually walking to the dude container and opening it and like grabbing the soup bag, bagging the drink and grabbing something else and like, I got you next time, and walk out. Now, as soon as he come in there, you got to check that at the door. But then you let him go to your container or your locker, whatever, and just go in it and take what he want and don't say nothing. That's the problem. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. when you're dealing with a cat like Homicide, he can fight, and he can fight really good. But the problem with Homicide also is he is in control of a game also. So, and cats knew that, so it was like, well, if I do trying to fight back on this guy, and like I said, Homicide was not a pushover at all. But if I do try to fight back on this dude, he might end up kicking my butt. But then again, if I end up winning, now I got to deal with all these bloods up in here. So it's like a lose-lose. So what do? I would tell y'all what I would have did. I would have tell y'all what I would have did, right? But hold on, Erica. Here's the thing, though. I don't know now because I've been free for 11 years. I don't know now, but everybody got out before I did. Everybody got out before I did. I haven't talked to Homicide in probably 11 years. Like I ain't talked to nobody. I ain't really talked to nobody, but I don't know if he ever caught a body. I don't know. You know, you it's a lot of guys out here that be having these crazy days, and what they have done in the streets doesn't match what they name are. So and that's why I'm just little old Dante. That's it. They either and when I was locked up, they called me either Fly City because even though I was in Atlanta, you know, I still claim Flint because if you want to say, that's why I said on my birth certificate it say Detroit, but I was back and forth from Flint and Atlanta. But they used to call me Fly City. But hey, it is what it is. But Homicide, I don't know if he caught a body or not. But outside of that, he had put in a lot of work in prison. I do know that. But like I said, when you got, what do? Okay, you got the mentality that, okay, let me just I just want to go home. I probably got 2 to 3 years, so I'm gonna let it ride. I'm gonna let this blood do that. But understand, if you don't say nothing to do nothing, yes, you might gotta fight. Yes, you might gotta yes, you might get jumped. And yes, you might get stabbed. And there's a possibility you might lose your life. But you have to be able to use your brain. Now, me, back then, I'm gonna tell y'all what I would have did back then versus what I would have done now, right? Um, no, that's a different person. So what I would have did back then and what I would have did now is a whole different thing. Back then, if a person like Homicide that I knew that was gang affiliated would have walked in there on me, and okay, number one, if he would have got through the door, cool. That's not a warrant for me to try to, hurt him bad. But when he asked me for something, then he proceeded to walk over there and take whatever he want to take out of my container or my locker. Back then, if I knew I couldn't beat that, if I knew I couldn't, and I'm not gonna lie, hand for hands, foot to feet, I couldn't beat Homicide. I'm just gonna keep it real. And I was in my tip top shape back then. But there's no way I could beat Homicide. I'm gonna just be real. There's no way hand to hand, foot to foot, I could not beat this guy. I seen him put in work with his hands. I done put in work many a times with my hands, no weapons, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know Homicide will get me. However, it still wouldn't go that way because what makes it even, that makes the odds even, is you pull out that knife. Now I was good with the knife. There's no question about that. So if he would have proceeded to do that, I would have just pulled out the knife real quick. I wouldn't have poked him. I wouldn't have poked him. I would have pump faked. Because there's another thing in prison where cats are pump fake on you. They act like they gonna do something, or it's cats that will get sent to you to test you and see will you be a punk or would you be scared and not say nothing, or you know what I'm saying? So with saying that, you just gotta, it's all, like I said, military mind games, man. Somebody go into your cell and act like they about to do something just to see is you gonna book or not. And if you book, then they might bag up, but still try to act tough, bagging out of the cell. But yeah, back in them days, he would have got stabbed, or he would have got pressed down, or like I said, because there's one thing, you're not beating the game. You're not like me, for instance. I probably I probably can take maybe 3 guys. I probably can take 3 guys. That's my maximum. 4 guys, no. 5, 6, 7, 10 guys. I can't beat 4, 5, 6 guys. 3, maybe. And that's a stretch. 2, I done did that plenty of times. 2-on-1s, that's easy. 3-on-1, it's a little hard, but I can get through it if under the right conditions. But 4 or 5 guys, I can't do it. So when it comes to me knowing that this dude got all these guys up under him, what I would do, I would just crash out. Meaning I would go out there, because you got to be smart. You self-preservation is number one. Self-preservation is number one. You got to get home. You got to get up out this prison and go home. So what I would have did, knowing that if I pull this knife out on this blood dude and he about to come back with all his homies and possibly take my life up in his cell, I'm going to crash out. Meaning I'm going to come up out that cell, right, with the knife, and I'm finna just either I'm coming out the cell with the knife. No, well, yeah, back then I probably would have, because I wasn't wrapped too tight back then. So I probably would have came out with the knife, causing a huge scene. And then when the COs like, man, what the heck going on? I probably just keep the drama up, but I wouldn't show the knife. I would have been like just wilding out, like trying to get at him. But then when I would have seen the goon squad come, I would have ran back to my cell and flushed the knife. Because if you get caught with one of them, yo, there's 6 months in the hole automatically, right? So that's what I would have did back then. Nowadays, if I ever got locked up and I was placed in that situation, yo, I can only stand for the foolishness for so long. Um, I don't know. I don't know if you're gonna have to rewrite that, Terrence. I don't get what you said right there. I don't know that if I don't know. I don't know what I would do in them situations. I know I'm not violent anymore. I probably just let it ride. Like if I have to do like a year or something, I'll probably just go to the hole. I'll probably just go to the hole. Or I probably just pay for protection. I'm gonna be real with you, because I don't got time. Like I'm getting older. I'm getting older, y'all. And make sure y'all see that number right there. Make sure y'all save that number and and text that number right there. I bought that. I bought this iPhone just for y'all, for the audience. I bought this iPhone just for y'all. Y'all make sure y'all save that number right there and y'all text me so I can send out my own notifications, since YouTube won't send out my dang notifications. All right. So text that number, and whenever I drop a new video or I'm about to go live, I'm gonna send out a mass text to everybody. So y'all make sure y'all take that number right there. Also, if you're trying to get in contact with me, whether you want to do some business with me, some promotions, or whatever the case is, just the number right there. Do not call me past 10 o'clock, because I'm not going to answer the phone. Matter of fact, at 10 o'clock, I'm cutting it off. I'm cutting the phone off, and it'll be back on probably at 9 a.m. So I'm just letting y'all know that right now. Do not call that number past 10 o'clock. So you said, what if you trip and fall? If I trip and fall, I better get back up. That's what I better had did. But so what I would do now, I'm just going to, if I got locked up now, I'm gonna have to do it a year or two. I'm just going to go to whatever gang that's running the joint. right? I'm just gonna go to whatever gang that's in charge, and I'm like, listen, I already know how this jail stuff go. I'm gonna lace your books, and you can give to whoever you want to give to. I'm going to the gang leader. I'm going to the gang boss, and just hit them off with something like, listen, I'm only here for this amount of time. I already know how this prison stuff go. Um, I'm paying for the protection because I don't got time for it. I don't got time to be fighting. I don't got time to be stabbing. Dante worth a little bit of money now. I'm getting a little money now. So I ain't got time for it. When you got money, you can do that, right? So that's what I would do. I just straight go up to whoever running the prison, whoever running the jail or whatever, hit them off. Y'all make sure I sleep good every day. I walk this yard with no issues. If I have any issues, y'all make sure y'all take care of that. And that's just what it be. Guards too. I talk to, like I said, I don't talk to the peons. I ain't gonna be talking to the lower soldiers, none of that, right? I will figure out, and what comes with that, y'all got to understand also, what comes with paying for protection like that is that number one, I know what I can do. On a 101 or a 102 situation, I know how to handle myself. But I don't have to, why have to do that if you don't have to do that, right? The one that got the money is the king in there, right? So I'm paying for soldiers. That's the way I look at it. And then with paying for soldiers, it's like now you can talk to the gang leader because he knows the ins and out, and he knows what COs is cool or not. So having protection from him, now I got access to what he got access to. So y'all got to understand, because the first thing some of you cats like, oh no, Dante, you gonna be paying for protection? Oh no, you being extorted? No, I'm willingly doing this. I'm willingly doing this. And the thing about it is now I got access to guards to bring me in things that I may not supposed to have, like cell phones or certain food items or whatever the heck that cats get up in there that I'm not going to say. So yes, Dante will be paying for that protection because there's a lot that comes with that. You say, yo, I seen on air each time that got a big Q maximum prison for only the MSR 18th Street gang members, and they can't have no business nor they can't come out of themselves. Yeah, I seen that. I seen that. Listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. The Mexico prisons is harsh. I never been there. But I done met some cats that been locked up down there, and they say, yo, the prisons up here, up north in America, it's a vacation compared to the prisons down there in Mexico. And yeah, I seen that it was they had like they made all them gang members have their head shaved and had them with their head down and just I'm gonna tell y'all something. If you commit crimes and you get caught, well, nobody should be committing crimes, period. Nobody should be committing crimes. But if you are a person that's out here committing crimes, there is a place for you. And by the grace of God, hopefully you don't die. And you get to go to this place that I'm referring to. If you a bad boy or you a bad girl and you violent or you just like to commit crimes and you just don't want to do right, there's a place for you. If you the baddest of the bad and you the baddest, there is a place for you, right? And by the grace of God, hopefully that's not the graveyard. Hopefully that is jail. Because there's one thing that I do know. Prison does save a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people that is in the graveyard that if they only went to prison, they would have been saved. We all know people like that, don't we? Am I the only one? I got a brother that's in the graveyard right now that's supposed to, if they should have never let him out on parole. I got a brother that's in the graveyard right now that if he was still in prison, he'd be still alive. They gave him parole. He got right back in the streets immediately, and then got killed a year later. Right? I got another brother that's locked up right now. Right now. Street guy, street dude. And honestly, it's like before he got locked, when he got locked up, I said, thank God. I can stop praying now. I said, thank God. Because I really felt like that's why I hate answering my phone in the wee hours. Somebody calling me at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. Because I'm thinking, oh, who done got shot now? Who done got killed? That's why I don't answer the phone. I'm going to tell y'all something. These phones, right? These phones right here is a big stress. It's a stressor. These phone is a stressor. When this phone is so much negativity and BS, this is why a lot of times, like, I just turn my phone off. This y'all phone right here. This the business phone, right? I bought this phone for y'all, for the audience, for y'all to get in contact with me. But I turned my phone off, and this the number right here, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all text me right there so I can have y'all number, and I'm gonna send out a mass text so when I go live or drop a video, y'all to get the notification from me directly. And if you want to do any type of business promotions or shout outs or whatever, just call me. That's the number right there. No trolling though. But the phones, man, is a big stressor. But understand this, y'all. I know we got family, and I know we love our family, right? But it's like, boy, it's awful. Let me hold in my cheeks. Only the blue ones. I hear you, Terrence. So, hey, listen, if you go be in Chicago, because I'm in Flint right now. And I'm going back to Chicago after Memorial Day. So I'll be in Chicago for maybe about 2 weeks. And then after Chicago, I'll be in Columbus doing some skits and doing some work there. And then I'm going back to Vegas, baby. But and I'll be back in Flint also. I'm back and forth also. So yeah. So I say all that to say this. Be careful. Be very careful of what happens when you leave out your door. Everybody says that they are a lion or they are a wolf, but in reality, we all are little deers. You're like, no, I'm not. I'm a gorilla. No, you're not. I'm going to tell you why you're not a gorilla. We all are deers. If you really think about it, you can be the biggest, baddest, blackest with the bald head, right? And go out there and get gunned down. Maybe one bullet can't take you down. Maybe two bullets can't take you down. But if you get hit up, like really, really hit up, what's up, Media Association? If you get hit up, or all it takes is a bullet to the head and you down. Well, never mind, because I know a couple of cats that took headshots and survived, but many haven't. That's not the status quo. But all it takes is for you to get hit up, and you could be the baddest guy or the baddest chick out there. So when we leave out of our houses, we got to be on guard. A lot of people are like, yo, Dante, why you be looking so paranoid in your videos when you be outside doing your videos? The reason why, because it's like growing up in Flint, Michigan, and growing up in Atlanta, in the projects, you always have this sense that somebody is out trying to get you. You got this sense that there's somebody that's around the corner that's plotting on you. I done lost so many people through gun violence. Where where homeboy get in the car and right when he about to cut on the damn ignition, somebody just run up on him and just empty the whole clip on him before, and then he got his gun right here on the door, and the whole clip get emptied out on him. He couldn't even reach for it. Just this is why I say, like, I'm legal now. I'm definitely legal. I'm legal, and I have to pay a lot of money to get legal. A lot of that's another thing. If you are a felon, right? There's steps for you to get your gun. It depends what your charges was, though. Mine was robbery and some other stuff, but I have to pay. Oh, I have to pay. Now I can legally carry and conceal, but when I leave out my house, I got it on me. Oh yeah, I got it on me, and it be out. My wife used to question me like, "Why do you do that?" See, my wife, she is what you would call a valley chick, right? You know, for the Flint people in the building, y'all know what I mean when you say a valley chick. You know, she grew up in there. Her people have money, right? So she don't really know about the struggles, right? She worry about if one of her nails break or something. She a valley chick, but you know, when I used to walk out the house, it'd be like I got it out because I done either seen it, heard it, or been around it when somebody catch somebody just walking out their house and now they gone. And I said, I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I done survived the late 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, the 2010s, we in the 2020s. I'll be damned if I don't leave this world with this being gray, right? I'll be damned if I don't leave this world with this right here being gray and this being gray. And I'm a great grandfather or whatever. It's just not happening. Hey, y'all, listen to this right here. I like the jokes. Listen, this person said, "Did you give up butt in prison?" Watch this. No, I didn't give up no butt. Want me to tell you why? Because your mama was the CEO, and she used to give it to me every night. Every night, your mother was the CEO there, and you know what? She used to come to my cell, and she used to get me right. So no, I didn't have to give up no butt because your mother was giving me everything that I wanted, everything that she had to give. So if that's the question that you was asking, did I give up any butt? Go ask your mama. She'll tell you. I'm sorry for getting out of character, y'all, but you know, cats don't think. I don't want people to think. And I was just playing. I was just playing because I know that person was trolling. But you ain't finna get up here and think that you just going to insult me. Because, like I said, I am a man of peace. I am a man of peace. But you know, I haven't been able to turn the other cheek. Okay, I haven't been able to turn the other cheek lately. But I'm working on it. But I was just playing. Shout out to all the trolls, right? But here's the thing: if if I don't know, I think I got trauma. I think I got a lot of trauma, y'all. Because there's things y'all remember I told y'all when I moved in to the new house, right? Not the house in Vegas, but the other house in Kentucky. I couldn't sleep. It was a big house, man. And we had the refrigerator had an ice machine attached to it. And for like the first 3 days, man, it'll make a loud noise. Who got an ice machine in their house? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know it make a loud noise when it's doing whatever that it's doing. And I could not sleep, man. I would be up thinking somebody broke in the house. I used to sleep with my you know what right there on the side of the couch or right there up over the couch while I'm in the living room because I'm so paranoid. I used to leave. The Bible says that the Bible says that the wicked has no rest. I'm gonna say that again. The Bible says that the wicked has no rest. Now I'm gonna be real with y'all. I've been crime free. I have not committed no crime in 11, 12 years. And I sit back and I say, well, I have done a lot of wrong, but then I've done a lot of good. And I continue to strive to do good. But am I wicked? Why I can't get no rest? Right? I used to have to take Benadryl to go to sleep. Benadryl to actually get a good night rest. That's when I knew, like, yo, something ain't right. Something is not right. But I've been able to sleep lately for the past 2 months. I've been getting some sleep. Hey, check this out, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all see this number right here. Make sure y'all save that number. Shoot me a text so I can put everybody in a group message to send out a mass text message to let y'all know when I'm going live or I'm dropping a new video. Because YouTube obviously is not sending out my notifications at all. Y'all see we got the silver plaque right there. We done reached 100,000 subscribers and we can't even get 100 people in the building. But you know what? For the people that don't know who Hassan Campbell is, and they say, "Oh, he crazy. YouTube ain't playing games or pulling people out." When this live go off, y'all, the highest of what they showing us, the highest view count that's being shown is 68. In reality, y'all, it's maybe about 15 to 1,800 people in the building. When this live go off, come back to this live in an hour, and y'all going to see exactly what I was talking about. And this is the reason why I tell y'all to hit the like button when y'all come in, or hit the like button whenever y'all decide to hit the like button, because it's a lot of foolishness and funny business that's going on, right? It's a lot of foolishness and a lot of funny business going on. So it is what it is. But listen, y'all, on the real, I want to leave it on a positive note. Okay. There was a 10-year old kid by the name of Ashton, right? By the name of Ashton, that watches me. And I didn't know kids watch my channel. He sent me this hat, right? He sent me this hat. This is the hat that he sent me. He said that I was his favorite black YouTuber. He said his favorite white tuber, his favorite white YouTuber is Mr. Beast, right? So he said, could you please, it'll mean so much to me if you wear my hat in your video. So I'm wearing this hat in the video. Um, from here on out, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all the best videos that I possibly can give y'all. All right. I've been doing the animation videos. I've been slowing down on the story times, but I'm about to crank them up. When I say I'm about to crank up the story times, I'm cranking them all the way up to the max. But make sure that y'all take this number down right here. I went out and got this phone just for y'all to contact me. That's the number right there. If you want me to promote, if you got a product, right, and you want me to promote it on my channel, call me. or send me a text. If you got a social media channel, whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, call me. That's the number right there. Right now, I'm doing a special. I'm gonna do a special till July. Instead of me charging $100 per video, I'm gonna do 25 a video. Y'all got the number right there. But that's only until July. After July, it's going back up to 100. So y'all heard it from me first. I'm gonna charge 25 per video to promote your channel, your social media channel, or your product or your business. So make sure y'all contact me. Y'all got the number. If you ain't got the number, rewind the video and you'll get it. Now I got one better for you. Oh, hey, level 4 Reek. I got one better for you. I got one better for you. I appreciate that deal, Terry. Now listen, y'all. I know why I've been shadow banned. I know why. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Y'all want to know why Dante has been shadow banned? I'm gonna tell you. Because exactly what I'm about to tell y'all now, this is why I've been shadow banned. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. Right? I appreciate that. Mela, the mango. I appreciate that. And Dale Terry, I appreciate that too. This is the reason why that I'm shadow banned for what I'm about to tell y'all. But I have to tell y'all this because I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't. On Judgment Day, I'm going to get in trouble. Y'all not going to get in trouble. I'm going to get in trouble. You see, the creator of the universe, anybody could be right here talking to y'all right now. Anybody could be here telling y'all this story. But right now, y'all are here with me right now. And I'm here with y'all. Y'all could be anywhere that y'all want to be. But right now, y'all are here with me. Right? So it's my job to say this. Because on Judgment Day, God going to tell me, hey, Dante, dude, I gave you a platform. I gave you a platform to spread my word. But you didn't. You was too busy talking about how many girls you messed around with in Atlanta. You was too busy talking about how many booty bandits you bagged down, or how many dudes you stabbed in prison, or how many cats you done ran down, or all these. But you never. I gave you a word to tell the people, you didn't do it. Their blood is on your hands now. So what I'm gonna tell y'all is this: the reason why I'm shadow banned, obviously, is what I'm about to tell y'all now. That Jesus is Lord, and Jehovah, Yahweh sent down Jesus to die for our sins, and y'all have to ask Jesus to forgive y'all for all your sins. Now I don't know what's going to happen tonight or tomorrow or whatever the case may be, but if we never meet again on this earth, because tomorrow was never promised. The next second is not promised. You can have an aneurysm or a bullet can come through the goddamn window and hit you. So hopefully we can all meet again. But if not, for whatever reason, outside of what we can't control, just ask for forgiveness. Repent for all the things that you have done wicked and evil on this earth. Every day I gotta pay for it. That's why I don't complain. When unfortunate things befall onto me, I don't complain. You can ask my wife; she'll tell you. Because I done put so much dirt and so much evil out here in the world as a youth, as a young man, when I'm supposed to be doing right, but I chose to do wrong. And this is why I do not allow people to say today that Dante, you a good man. No, I'm just a work in progress. I don't allow nobody to call me a good man because I'm not. So when I tell people that We don't know what tomorrow holds. We don't know what the next second holds. I done seen it. I done been on the phone with somebody, and 5 minutes later, hey man, my brother just got killed. My brother just got killed. Where you at? Come over here. Just got off just talking to him. Talking about we about to go meet up with some girls. Then he get out the phone and somebody shoot him on mistaken identity. Yeah. And you know what? Before we leave, I'm gonna tell y'all something. I found out by talking to a therapist not too long ago. I got survivor's remorse. A lot of my friends and close family members is dead. And I be wondering, like, why the heck am I still here? Every day from the age of 14 to maybe 19, every day that I walked out my house, I could have been killed for things that I have done, for things that I intentionally and willfully involved myself into, whether it was robbing somebody, running up on somebody, or just being in the hood, just doing hood stuff, right? The street stuff, right? You said, what days do I post new videos? Every day. I post a new video. Who is this guy? Who is this Fabi the Great? Shout out to Fabi the Great. But Fabi the Great, I post new videos every day, either at 10 a.m. or 7 o'clock at night. But Fabi, check this out. Look, I'm going to show you something right quick. You see this number right here? Put that number in your phone and text that number. This is my business phone. Put that number, all of y'all put that number in your contacts and text me. Because I'm going to put everybody in the group chat. I went out yesterday and got this phone just for y'all. Just for y'all. I got this phone just for y'all. Text that number right there. So you can get, so every time that I drop a new video or I'm about to go live, I'm going to send a mass text to everybody that texts this phone. So y'all know, so y'all will never miss another video, because obviously YouTube is playing major military mind games. Oh, they playing games for real. But it is what it is, right? Yeah. So again, y'all make sure that y'all ask Yeshua to forgive y'all for all y'all sins, and try to be a better man or better woman than you was yesterday. And yeah, no trolls, Audrey, no trolls. The number that's up, make sure y'all say that, but no trolls. And I appreciate that, Fabi the Great. Because in all reality, man, this is why I tell people to be quick to apologize. If you cause harm unintentionally to somebody, be quick to apologize. If you step on somebody's shoe, immediately say, my bad, I'm sorry. Because something small, look at that, y'all, something that small can turn into something major. Something of not holding the door, something like I hold the door for you and you walk in and you don't tell me thank you, and I pull out a gun or a knife and try to body you right there in the doorway because you didn't tell me thank you. This is what goes on in the hood. This is what goes on in the streets. This is why I tell people, it ain't about being tough no more. It ain't about being hard. It's about surviving and living. It's about literally getting to the next day. Look, 2 weeks ago, right? I was taking my kids to school. This is maybe 8:05 in the morning, right? 8:05 in the morning. I see a white dude pull up right here real fast. And another white dude pull up real fast. And I instantly go over here and about to pull something out real fast. But I noticed it was road rage, and they both get out the car. And one took his hat off and threw it down. The other one took his hat off and threw it down. They blah, 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 blah. And I said to myself, y'all, man, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, man. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. So then I rolled down when I said, hey, man, y'all chill out, man. It's too early for that. Oh, I got called today. Shut up. Mind your business. And I said, he right. I need to mind my business. The light turned green, and I pulled off. The guy jumped in his car, went that way to the right, and the other dude went behind him. I don't know was the result end of that. But in today's time, y'all, you can just turn on the news, turn on YouTube, turn on Facebook. Hell, come over here to the Dante Show, and you will see every day that there's something crazy happening. Earlier, y'all, I went live, right? I went live earlier. Somebody sent me a story, an article, where this white dude was with this woman. The woman didn't want to be with him no more. The woman left a child with him. The child had extreme diabetes. And so because the woman did not want to be with him no more, he decided to get his revenge and give the daughter Mountain Dew, an extreme, excessive amount of Mountain Dew. And she passed away. She passed away. So every day is something crazy. This is why on some of my stories in the beginning, y'all see it say, welcome to the Terror Dome. You know what I mean? In the beginning of a lot of my videos, it say, welcome to the Terror Dome. Because this ain't nothing but Sodom and Gomorrah all over again. We are living in the end of days, y'all. This is the end. Y'all wonder what the end times look like? We are in them. It's just the sky haven't opened up yet. The bottomless pits haven't been the fire haven't rose out of the bottomless pits, and the locusts with the horse body, with the scorpion tail, and the hair like a woman, and the face like a lion with teeth, and fire comes out of his mouth, and their wings sound like chariots. That haven't happened yet. But we are definitely here. This is Sodom and Gomorrah, but that's a whole nother life. My voice going out, y'all. So again, y'all, make sure y'all text that number so I can put y'all in a group chat. But with that, ask Jesus to forgive y'all for all y'all sins. With that, I'm out.